So one of the scouts that I showed you that I said we'd signed, he'd accepted, or he had said, "Oh, we're good on the contract discussion," but then he went back to his current club because he was currently a coach and said, "Hey, can we just do a deal?" Like, he used us to get a better deal. So we went out and signed one of my patrons. You're like, Mithriak, that's one of my patrons, because this scout has no history, has just appeared, 60 years old, has decided, I know a lot about the universe. I know Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Iceland, Norway, and a little bit of the current country that I live in. What? World traveler turned football scout, you think? But thanks, Mithriak, for your support. Let's get to continental Europe. Welcome in, my friends. We drew Vitesse, who are in 18th, and didn't look that hot doing it. I mean, yeah, 7 shots to 12, 4 on target each, 0.7 to 0.55 expected goal. We had more corners and fouls and yellows and possession, but it was a pretty even game. Kind of disappointed. We went with Jonas Arveiler up top, and Diaz was the only other change in the attacking third. Bedoya started, Davis, Bayan, Luis, and Gianni on the right back. And it just wasn't fantastic. It does not bode well. This is being bigged up by the media as kind of a tough game for us. So, that's great. I did want to ask you a random question. I'm going to use Kane Seedorf as an example. I had somebody in the comments on 2 episodes ago, Andy D. Hi, Andy. Say essentially like, why don't you have logo packs and face packs installed? So I'm just really cautious as a creator, and I want to explain as to why. Last year, there was a Premier League team that is very good at getting commercial revenue, but not very good at bringing in a cohesive unit of footballers that might play in not yellow or blue, but the other primary color, that threatened to like sue a bunch of companies, you know, like 2Game that was doing affiliate, like I was part of the affiliate program with 2Game, and saying like, oh, you're using our logo without our permission, and da 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 da. And so, you know, as an independent creator who makes like $250 a month doing this on a good month, that's a little terrifying, to be honest with you. And so I've been really cautious. I know I've been kind of monitoring the other creators, especially like the large creators, and it seems like people are going that way. I've just wanted to like hold off a little bit. The other reason is, with this being a new version of the game, I have found some like small niggling little bug things, and so it's a lot easier to report that and for the developer to know that you haven't like messed with anything when you're putting up that bug report. So, but I did want to ask, because this is important from my audience, and I'm doing it at the front of the episode because it's important, is, does it bother you that I don't have a face for Kane Seedorf? Does it bother you that you know, some of these logos aren't the real logos? I can't at this point in the save go and change, you know, the Europa League, the Europa Conference League, like the naming convention. I've tried to be just really, really, really cautious and play pretty much a stock game for my first main save. So I want to get your thoughts on that, because it is important to me. I've done face packs in the past. I know Zealand has put out like some crazy AI face pack with a program that you have to install and whatever. But that's kind of the reasoning. So again, I'm not faulting Andy or anything like that. I'm just really cautious as a creator. And I don't know, I personally think that Football Manager, like the Twitter account and whatever, I mean, I could be wrong. My interpretation as a relatively small creator in the space is that when they promote stuff of other people, it's people that aren't using all those things, because they don't want to be seen as supporting, you know, somebody that is technically using somebody's licensed logo without permission. So I know that's kind of a weird way to start the episode, but it's been on my mind, and then I got a comment about it, and I was like, hey, we should probably talk about it. So would love your thoughts. Another thing that I think really needs fixing in Football Manager, or maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just ignorant and I'm not understanding. So I got Miles Veldman and another player, Andy Sapong, to agree to a contract extension. They wanted to. They were youth prospects at the time. They still are youth prospects. And I said, yeah, we'll try and loan you out. You've got really high potential. I want you playing and improving and all that kind of stuff. I have tried. Literally, this is probably okay. Let's see when he last December. Okay, so at this point, more than 10 months ago, when he signed the contract, I tried to loan him out in that January window. I tried to loan him out all summer. And at first, of course, I started with let's do regular starter and, no wages, right? You just promise me that you'll play him regular starter minutes. Nobody's interested. So I immediately go to squad player and hit the little red lock button to hey, you will do this. No interest. And eventually ended up with both players, 0% fee or 0% of the wages, €0 monthly fee, no squad status expected. Just take them. Nobody wanted them. Nobody's even remotely interested. It's not like they're not even showing up on this screen. It's not. There's literally no interest from other clubs. And at the time, okay, at the promises screen, like this, Rajiv Ventholt. Pleased have already seen attempts to make him loan out. He actually, he came to me and said, it looks like you given a good go and nobody's been interested, so I'm going to give you some more time. Which is reasonable, because no one's been interested in you, Rajiv. These two, however, didn't say that. And it was I'm thinking about leaving the club. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I can't remember if it was Andy or Miles, but specifically said, I was like, there's been no interest. And it was if you'd looked hard enough, there would have been. And I'm like, what? I wish there was I just don't know if that's realistic. If you sat down with the player and the agent was like, listen, we have faxed out your blood type and your identification to every club in the world, and not a single club has called us back. You might just chill out for a little bit. So I don't know if it's, I wonder if they've got really aggressive agents. Always looks to get the very best deal for both his client himself, even if it requires a prolonged and drawn out negotiation process. So he doesn't have a thing that is, gets players to move a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going I like both players. I think Veldman could be our left back next season. Right, that. I'm working on developing him that direction. He's in the senior team. He's got one substitute appearance. We're gonna play him. Am I being unrealistic here? I just think it's a little crazy for players to have had zero interest for zero cost and no requirement to play them any kind of minutes for them to go, well, if you just tried harder. It's well, that's not fun as a player, to be honest. I'm kind of irked if you can't tell. Hello, camera. There we go. But am I being unreasonable? So anyway, friends, this is how we line up away from home. I think we're away from home. Yes, we are away from home. Again, going with the best setup that we've got. You could argue Seedorf might not be the best setup, but he's improving, and I think he's going to end up being quite good. So he's kind of the best option that we have at right back. We are bringing Veldman because he can cover left back, and maybe I'll just play him through this unhappiness where he's oh, you've I didn't need to get loaned out, but I'm a little irritated. I have news. I want to get to the game here, but I have news on Leaf. All right, here we go. Marching out in front of a modestly full stand, my friends. We're going to just do key highlights today. But Leaf Davis, I was able to go in and at least make an offer to extend the loan to the end of the year. They were open to that. They weren't open to that last time, which I thought was kind of odd. They're open to it now. The club is accepted. He just has to accept. But I did it right before the game, so it's not a weird thing thus far that he hasn't accepted it. Now, I'll say that, and he'll end up not accepting it, but we're just playing, up the passing stats. Is that what's happening here? I don't have tiki-taka on, boys. What is happening? It seems like one of those things where it's we're going to get dispossessed after passing it back and forth on the highlight 7 times. But instead we get Ricardo Kishna, who goes forward and tries to take on the universe by himself. Not sure that was our best idea, But it was a .12 on the expected goals, my friends, and not a chance at all. So enjoy. I don't know. I'm a little amped up about the loan promise. Like I understand, but it's like I can't magically make inside a Football Manager a club want to, like loan you. So I don't know. Maybe players and their agents would be that unreasonable, right? To be like, wow. It's like, but is it? I don't know. I just like here, like I would have a scroll in my office if I was the manager, and I would just like get it out. I would just like pull it out of the desk and go like, these are all the clubs we have sent your name to. You want to know how many called back? You want to know? You want to know? You want to know? None of them called back. We'll see you in the under 18s. That was a very fast first half highlight, my friends. Yeah, enjoy. I'm pleased with how things are. I mean, it is our first go, and we are away from home, so I guess we'll go with the assistant on that one. I don't know. Like, hey, boys, I'd like to see us get, like, a shot on target. There's one. Yay. Good job. Good for you. Let's try a little encouragement. They're loving it. They're eating it up. They're like, we're on a European adventure, the junior European League. That's the official, in case you didn't know, that's the official soundtrack of the Europa Conference League. Kishna is down to red and on a 7.1. Good thing I brought a lot of non-attacking midfielders. This is weird not having the 12 subs. But we got Dante Rigo. What do we know about Dante Rigo? He loves to bang him in. Let's go, Dante. Come on. Take Kishna off. Did a good job. Did just fine. No complaints. This is them, okay? João Pereira, Sobotka. A double T and a K is a lot of consonants in a row for a name. I'm just gonna say. Panya. I mean, a lot of similar sounding consonants. It's helpful if you I can't speak English correctly when I'm recording, so I guess I really shouldn't judge. Shaq, how you doing, buddy? Shaq plays it forward. Panya, Carranza, play it in. Oh, Rigo! Yes! Dante Rigo! I don't think he started a game yet, but that's the first goal. Big game, Rigo. What are we gonna... Dante. I don't know. Somebody give me a nickname for Dante Rigo that loves a big game. Loves it. Smacks it home. Get in, sir. Panya's now exhausted. That's lovely. I think, my friends, we might try the 4-4-2 diamond. Am I crazy? I know I could leave these players in. I am aware you're like, why are you making? I don't think we're gonna do that though. But we will take Panya. Ooh, this is a bit tricky, friends. Because I didn't bring Milan. Interesting. Do we just... What can you play? You can't play that. Can you play? This is obviously invigorating entertainment. Let me see what we could do here. This is what I come up with, my friends. Vecchia can play the attacking mid. It's not his best spot. Okay. But he can do a job. Novakovic needs some game time. We'll bring him in. We'll drop to having a DM. Rigo stays in the game. Bedoya is going to come out to bring on De Boer. Yeah, I think this works. If it doesn't, well, we're tired anyway, and it's kind of like limited options. So they've gone 4-4-2, like empty bucket with the double DM. We've scared them with the two strikers and the attacking mid. They've adjusted to us. What is happening? Davis swings it over to De Boer, who's got acres of space, and then pings it in kind of at a medium speed. But we will not complain that Keith De Boer's got his second goal of the season. I'm a tactical genius. I have no idea if I get more subs. I think it's adjusted back where we just get the 3. Let's just watch our second, continental goal of the save go in. That was lovely. Curved it around all the congestion around the penalty spot. 2-0 away from home. Again, I know, we don't have the league loaded, so maybe I shouldn't be as excited. But just from a wage standpoint, that was a rifled shot. Oh, dear. Of course, I got all excited, and now, I'm not even going to bother saying anything. I feel like anything I say at this point is not going to work. But just looking at the wages, like a lot of their players are on like 12 to 18 grand in wages. And I think it's a fair result. 11 shots to 5, both with 4 on target, but our expected goals are much higher. Did we have it? Yes. Yes. A clear cut chance and 2 half chances to their 1 half chance. That's a fair result. Let's go get 10.
That was something of a managerial masterstroke from you today, bringing Dante Rigo on as a substitute and reaping an almost immediate reward. You must be delighted. Of course. Yes, Dante.
Early days, but we are top of the group, people. Hibernian drawing with Sheriff Tiraspol. We are on to the next round, clearly. Get 10. Remember when I was talking about how our goal scoring form was amazing? Yeah, we've not scored in the league since the beginning of the season, when we lost to Heracles 2-3. We could not score against, I think they're in the 16th, the relegation playoff zone, Fortuna Sittard at home. Really disappointing. And then I was okay, because Utrecht is a good team. They were actually below us in the table at the time. But 94th minute, ball over the top, Bayern lets it fall, and the guy runs right past him and slides it home. It was really disappointing. So, I mean, we're top of the table right now in the Europa Conference League, an illustrious thing that is. But we've got an injury doubt. He's just come back from... Shaq has come from back for a bruised thigh, which like, but it's like he's also high injury risk, overall physical condition of fair. I think we're gonna have to swap him out, and I don't want to do that, but we're gonna put Seedorf in because he's kind of like my emergency reserve. That's probably a mistake, but like he's got the attributes for it. I think you could argue. And we don't really have a very good... Like, Keese is the natural midfield option, but Keese's tackling is a 10, which is technically a 1 less. Maybe I should change my mind. I think I'm gonna... That's not Keese's... That's not his thing, you know? Like, he's more of a support. He's more of a box-to-box, but we're gonna ask him, because he's either footed, too. He can play the ball with his left foot. We put Nielsen in at right back. We've got Johnny out with a bit of a knock. He's got a twisted ankle. Jonas Arveiler is out with a hammy for 3 weeks. Veldman's still mad at the universe. We're gonna leave Shaq on the bench. We could still use him. Like, I just don't want him to start and have to go 60 or 75 minutes. If we can bring him in at the end of the game to kind of settle things down as that DM, we will. I'd really like to get a win just so we can say we won something. Come on, lads, show what you can do. Nobody cares. Okay, now we got our midfield, or our center back pair. They're excited, and some of our midfielders are up for it. We're looking forward to it. We're gonna overcome. We're gonna overcome this, lads. Now remember, I should turn the sound back on. Hibernian, we actually have that league loaded, so theoretically they should be better, my friends. If we could get a draw away from home, I'd be thrilled. I didn't think we'd get a win. Is it Azerbaijan? I didn't think that was going to happen. So we would gladly take a draw against Hibernian. I'm probably saying that wrong. I've said it like 7 times this episode. I can't wait to see the comments. We're like, ooh, it's Hibernian or something like that. But we'll make do. Oh, hey, he blocked it. Bayern bought us a save there with his body. Definitely not his arm. Clearly not his arm. But it's just like the goal scoring is just like dried up. Like we've not even created chances. Like we're doing nothing. I got us playing positive. We are away from home. Just one little encouragement at the end of the half. Come on, boys. Get it to halftime. Again, a draw here is fine. I'm not going to be upset if we don't win this game or score. We'll take a draw. But it's just like, it's not been very good. Like, we've just slowly drifted down the table. We're doing all right, boys. I believe in you. I also believe in you. And guess what? I believe in you. Marciano plays a deep ball to Leif Davis, who karate kicks it up to Carranza, who can't get to it, but it falls to Kishna. Kishna, I will get your name on my face, Kishna, if you score and we win this game. Vecchia, he goes down. Did he go down too easy? It looked harsh according to the commentary. I have no idea. Jonas has been our penalty taker, so I don't know who would be our penalty taker. Vecchia, surely, right? Vecchia. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Why can't I not confirm my changes? That's so weird. Bidwell's upset. Is he gonna go VAR review, check it, and turn out to be? Oh, it is a penalty. I didn't even get to finish what I was gonna say. Is like, isn't it gonna be a free kick or something like that? Nielsen's on a yellow. Come on back here, please, son. Please, son. You're a 13. That's half decent. Slots at home. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, I'd like us to score from the run of free play, but we're not going to complain that we've now scored probably, no, not more in the Europa Conference League. That's a little aggressive. We've scored now 5 goals? No, because 4 of them was against Celtic. But it's darn close to what we scored at the beginning. Oh, that's a terrible header. Wait, I mean, that was essentially a pass back to him, mate. That, I guess, is fine. Just hoofs it into the stands. Okay, this man is knackered on their right. Until they adapt, we're gonna focus play down the left. We're gonna involve this Kishna guy. Of course, their wingback is on a 7.1, so that might be a mistake when they're right. Let's try it. Panya is absolutely wrecked. He's given us a lot. We're going to take him to the 70th minute before he's going to start falling off, I feel. I'm going to regret doing this. We're going to bring on Shaq as the DM. Mate, just clean up shop for us. Just clean up shop. We just need to, you know, we'll take a 1-0 away. That's fine. Easy as you like. Plays it. Uis. Or Uis. I'm not sure. Vecchia gets dispossessed. Thinks about playing some sort of attempt at getting the ball back and then thinks better of it because he says, I'm a trequartista. Douglas. Okay, Nielsen with the ease off your tackles. Ball comes in. Oh, it's a mistake. That was Davis, wasn't it? That was a Davis mistake. I was trying to see here. That's Davis coming in. Missed header. Yeah. He should just let it go. Dearie me. Less than ideal. Bedoya is also exhausted. We're starting to drop like flies here because we are knackered. We're going to bring in the guy who hates us. Veldman's going to come in. Oh, look at the... You know what? Davis has played a lot. So instead of doing that, I'm going to swing Shaq over there. And we're going to go back to this and bring on big game Dante Rigo. If there was anybody that could get us a winner right now, it's Dante freaking Rigo. And I think I'm going to leave the other ones until the very end. Again, 1-1 is, you know, is an acceptable result. We'd like to get the win, but if nothing else for the financial stability of it. DeBoer, Bedoya, knackered, gets it to Lewis. Rigo drops deep. Okay, give it back. Carranza gives it back. Oh, Bedoya swings it out wide. This is lovely stuff. They're like, wait, that guy's the DM. He's the ball in the midfielder. What's he doing on the left? Kishna collects, plays it backward. I like that we're recycling possession. Just don't get caught out here. Kishna's offside. He's offside. I mean, he's offside by a mile. No tattoo today, my friends. No tattoo today. Yeah, no goal. I'm just going to encourage, a little encouragement at the end here. Oh, we're so tired. I'm afraid somebody's going to get injured. If he'd played a fraction of a second earlier, he'd been all right. But I could kind of tell there with that run, it wasn't looking so hot. Okay, Nielsen could have taken a touch there, but just pings it. Sar, I think it's Babakar Sar, maybe? I think we scouted him, maybe. Misses. He had no support, but Kishna's there. It's coming. It's coming. Sign me up. Sign me up, boys and girls. I think with that, we will make a change. Boy, everyone's tired. Boy, everyone's tired, but everybody's having a good game. It's kind of not ideal. I'm going to bring on... Bedoya has struggled a little bit recently with fitness. Just like he tends to go into the poor fitness range quite a lot. I think we're gonna oh, he's nervous. Fantastic. We're gonna keep the shape the same. I thought Carranza would have just taken that and cut, but I guess they did have those 2 defenders coming back to protect that. So it worked out. That's a lovely volley. I love Ricardo Kishna. I don't know about you, but oh, 4-2-4 action. Okay, since we've seen that, I will adjust. We will go to this. He's definitely more of a deep line playmaker. Can't tackle to save his life, but I guess we'll just make do. You play the defend. You play defend. I hate to make all of these changes, but if they're going to come at us, I want us to be able to grab the ball and boom, and like go countering. A countering we shall go, right? That's the idea. And you drop into support so that those guys can go do a job. Look at all the shifting going around on the pitch. This is a massive result if it holds. Why did I say that? Away! Mate, run after that. Vicky is like, not in me job title. Oh, it's a free kick for offside. What? I mean, I think you could say we've been slightly lucky with the penalty. Because if you take the 0.75 away from our expected goals, we didn't create as much. But that's a lovely volley by Kishan. I guess I got to get its face on my tattoo. I mean, at least one of the competitions is going well, right? It was fantastic. Let's go. 2-1. We are top of the group on 6 points, people. Yes. And they beat Sheriff, so we got a what is that, a 5-point gap to 3rd place? 190 grand. Praise Kishna's performance. You were superb, mate. Love you. Little cuddle later. Yeah. 16-day break. We need it. We need the break. We are quite exhausted. My friends, next time you see us, I think we're just going to do the back-to-back. It'll get us some slightly different players, and I don't think we're going to beat Ajax considering our league form right now. I don't think we're going to beat Feyenoord in our league form right now. So it's going to be Sheriff Tiraspol, FC Twente, and then depending on if that game goes really well against Sheriff, we may hop like forward a bit, right, to like get going with the season. But we don't want to take anything for granted, right? Like it's just 2 wins out of 2. 5-point lead currently, but we're not anywhere close to being safe, and we do have the league to focus on as well, so it's going to be a bit challenging. But my friends, if you've enjoyed this, hit that like button. I am gonna have a video coming out about YouTube memberships, just a short like 3 or 4 minute thing is what I'm gonna try and trim it down to, because apparently that's a requirement to launch YouTube memberships. So if you watched the last episode and you're like, where's the YouTube memberships thing, that's why. So I need to record that right after this. I'll try and do that and get it up. It'll be real quick, but can we get another episode up to 7,500 likes? Early release. Eventually they all get there, right? But if you're watching this and you liked it, smash that button. Smash it. Just the once, not twice, because then it's like you don't like it, and that's not very good. But thanks for watching. I'm kind of surprised by our form in the Europa Conference League. We'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye.